is just another way to say sounding out words, and it is an essential component of phonics instruction. So when we say we're teaching our child how to sound out words, we're really saying we're teaching our children how to decode words. Now with beginning readers, like I just said, decoding is looking at each letter in the word, thinking about the sound for each letter, and blending or stringing together those sounds to read the word. So for example, for the word sap, I know that the letter S stands for the sound S, the letter A stands for the sound A, and the letter T stands for the sound T. So if I'm going to decode that word, I'm going to sound out or blend together all the sounds and make the word sap. As children progress in their reading skills, and they begin to encounter multisyllabic words, those words that are very long, that have prefixes and suffixes and lots of parts, decoding then goes from sounding out to looking at larger chunks of words. So in a word like unremarkable, the child might see the prefix un, because that's a very common word chunk in words. Or they might see the suffix able, because that's a very common suffix in words, and use larger chunks to decode or sound out the words. So decoding really, it just means sounding out words, whether using letter by letter or using larger chunks, depending on where you are in your phonics development. And it is an essential part of phonics instruction, and one of the things that teachers should spend most of their time focusing on, not only teaching them how to do it, but also applying it to a lot of little books where they get the opportunities to read words in context. Students need many opportunities to sound out words. So the more opportunities they have to read books that focus on the phonics skills they're learning, and also to reread those books, the better off they will be. Mastery takes time. It's not going to happen in a week or a couple weeks. In the United States, we check mastery after we've introduced a new phonics skill 4 to 6 weeks later to see if children have mastered it or if that learning is starting to decay. So for children, the more opportunities they have to read books and reread them, and finding fun ways to reread them. Rereading might not be fun for all children, but they can reread it to a friend, they can reread it to a parent, a pet, or just reread it into a recording so that they can hear themselves back. All of those things, those repeated readings, will really help them. Also, using some of the words from the stories they're reading to writing sentences, writing stories about the books they're reading, putting those characters in new settings, any opportunities they have to apply those phonics to writing as well as reading is going to accelerate or speed up their learning.